So here we go. Good morning, everybody. Great to have you all with me. Let's see. Where do we start? Yeah, next stream on Thursday. That's the day after tomorrow. The 27th of April at 4 p.m. UK time, and that will be sentence transformations. Alex's friends group. It's the WhatsApp group, Renyard. Good morning, Manisco. Lovely to have you. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, Renyard, Ronan, Vitali, and to SSV, and to Lucy, and good morning, Blood as well. Okay, so let's get straight down to a bit of work. So here we go, and let's put the first one in the box. Copy and paste, and it's just too long. Cut. Hi, Eugenie, lovely to have you. Good morning. Okay, stepfamily living is challenging, but many individuals carry out, pull off, make, do well in step-parent roles, says Ganong. It's too bad that they also have to manage these persistent myths about them. Okay, so we've got Do from Blood. Good morning, Rupa. Great to have you. Do from Vitali. Good morning, Lionheart. Do from Lionheart and Do from Renyard. Do from SSV. Good morning, Titania. And Do from Lucy as well. Let's see if I can get this. No, it won't stay in the right spot for me. That's better. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Do well, says Tatiana. Do well. And so, let's see. Okay, carry out well. No, carry out their step-parent roles well. Pull off their step-parent roles well. Make doesn't work. It's got to be do. To do it well, absolutely. That was an easy one to start with. And let's try the next one. Signs of disruption. Today it seems that stepmothers still face somewhat dubious perceptions rooted in long-standing, lengthy, long-run, extensive stereotypes. Yeah. So we got long-standing for Blood and for Vitali. And long-standing for SSV as well. Yeah. Long-standing for Lucy, for Jack, for Rupa, and for Renyard, and for Lionheart as well. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, so let's see. If it was lengthy, an essay is lengthy, a book is lengthy, a speech is lengthy. Long run. Well, in the long run, but long run, no. In the long run, if you look forward or think about the future, extensive. Extensive is big, yeah? There's a lot about it. So very definitely long-standing. We got long-standing for Rupa, Renyard, Lionheart and Ronan, and for Adam as well. So welcome, Adam. Great to have you. So long standing. Yeah, long-standing stereotype. Entrenched. Entrenched is a good word to go there, Lucy. I quite agree. And I like the use of that word turgid, Renyard. Yes, enduring. Enduring. It's something that endures, that goes on for a long time. Hey. And Tino, welcome Tino. Long standing. If something's long standing, yeah, it's been there for a long time. Definitely. Well done. So, okay, wow. So Ganong often conducts a word association exercise with his college students. The term stepmother urges, beseeches, entreats, conjures are adjectives such as evil or wicked or mean or uncaring. Perennial as well, definitely. So we've got conjures for SSV, for Vitali, for deep rooted. That's very nice. I like deep rooted, Renyard. Conjures for Lionheart, conjures for Lucy. Conjures, definitely, conjures. For Rupa and for Blood Steel. Okay, and conjures for Adam. To beseech, to beg, I beseech you, please, please, please do this. Okay, to beseech, to entreat, the same as to entreat. I think beseech is probably even stronger than beseech. Okay, so to entreat somebody to do something, I beg you to do it. Yeah, so entreat and beseech are very similar. I would say beseech is more formal than entreat. Urge is adjectives. You urge somebody to do something. Yeah. So, deep-seated stereotypes. Thank you for that, Vitali. Conjures up. It's interesting that you can actually use conjures without up. Yeah. So conjures, adjectives. To me, I think it's probably more normal here to put conjures up. But conjures, it works perfectly well. That's it, Adam. Conjures up. For Adam, conjures for Tatiana, for Ronan, for Tino. To beseech, to implore. Good. To entreat. To evoke. Yeah, evoke works very nicely, Renyard. Yeah, and it brings up the feeling inside you of these words. I think that's definitely a good one, Renyard. And let's continue. Cut. Send. Paste. Go. Okay. Many stepmothers Ganong has spoken to during his decades of research are also reluctant, inhibited, antagonistic, coy, restrained to accept the label because of the stories they grew up with. To me, that's an indication that the stereotype still exists and is potentially harmful, he says. So, we've got reluctant for Blood, for SSV, for Vitali, for Lucy, are loath to accept, are disinclined to accept. Those are good synonyms, SSV. And reluctant for Adam and for Lionheart as well. Okay, so somebody is reluctant to do something. Let's see, they are inhibited, I would say inhibited about accepting. Antagonistic against the label. Coy just means timid or shy. Restrained about accepting again. So we've got reluctant as well for Lionheart, for Ronan, for Renyard, for Adam. Coy just means timid. Coy is a posh word for shy. Yeah. Come on, don't be coy. Join everybody else. She gave me a very coy little smile. Coyly. Okay, reluctant for Tinu and reluctant for Tatiana as well. And a landslide again, so reluctant. Are also reluctant to accept. Definitely. That was easy. Well done, all of you. And conjure up, be redolent of, be reminiscent of, bring something to mind. Those are nice synonyms, Vitali. Thank you very much indeed. Hesitant. Yes. Reluctant, unwilling, hesitant. Disinclined. So, but the fact that stepfamilies are becoming more average, public, prevailing, common, rife, may also be moving the needle. Okay. And this one, all of you are going to get this one as well. I like disinclined, Lucy. It's a nice word. Okay, so we're slowly building up here. So we've got common for blood, for Rupa, for Vitali, for SSV, for Jack, for Lucy, for Adam, for Lionheart, for Ronan. Prevalent. Yes, prevalent would definitely work, SSV. And common for Tinu and for Renyard and for Adam. So rife, maybe rife is possible. Firstly, rife is normally for things that are bad. And this article is trying to say that stepfamilies are not bad. And therefore, it's not a good word to go here. Stepfamilies are becoming more rife. If you use rife, you're saying stepfamilies are a bad thing. So, yes, it might work, but it's probably not very good. Yeah, to move the needle. Yeah, it's like when you're driving, the speedometer has a needle, or all of the different gauges. Yeah, these gauges very often have a needle. So more common, more prevailing. I would probably say prevail. The fact that stepfamilies prevail more and more. Average public, no. So, yes, rife would work, Adam, but it's not a good choice. Drugs are rife. Malaria is rife. Crime is rife. It's normally talking about bad, unpleasant things. Common, conventional. Yeah, I like conventional. Good word, Vitali. And in the US, high divorce sums, rates, tempos, tithes, ranks mean about 40% of people have had at least one step relationship as of 2010. So, okay. What does this word tithes mean? To tithe. A tithe. Okay, so we got rates for blood, for Vitali, for Rupa, for Lucy, for Renyard. Yeah. Thank you, Lionheart. Rates for Ronan as well. What's this word tithes? Rates for Tino. It's lovely to have you, Tino. Rates for Tatiana and for Jack as well. So, a tithe. You could have a tithe cottage. Or maybe you have to pay your tithe. We've got rates for Adam as well, and rates for Lionheart. And for Jack there as well. Ha! A tax of 1/10. That's very good. That's very good, Vitali. Tempo is used for music. We can use it for more things though. The tempo of the traffic has increased. The high divorce tempos. It doesn't work. It doesn't work here. Tempo is to do with the speed that something happens. So yeah, is talking about the rate. So the tempo of sales has increased. The tempo of tourists arriving increases rapidly in summer. Yeah. Crime rate, absolutely. Okay, so yes, definitely, rate. With high divorce rates. Yes, I love that, Lucy. In the Middle Ages, a tithe was what you paid to the church and your landlord. A tithe, it's like a tax, yeah? It's a tax you pay for something. It's money you pay to have the right to do something. Oh yeah, try it. It's a great word. The easy tempo, the rhythm. That's good, Vitali. The tempo of country life, I like it. Okay, tithe is a really old word for Ronan. Okay, so let's go for the next one. And okay, yeah. By the way, we've almost finished this article. I don't know if we're going to finish it today. Ooh, I missed that. Eugenie went for rates as well. Well done, Eugenie. Okay. That same year in the UK, 10% of dependent children lived in a stepfamily, though Dudson suspects that's a major underestimate, undervaluation, underrating, underappreciation, misconception. You also could have a tithe cottage, yeah, which is tied to a certain job. Okay, so let's see. A misconception. A misconception is when you believe something but it's not true. Yeah? So, I don't know, in the Middle Ages there was a misconception that the earth was flat. Underappreciation is where people don't appreciate things as much as they really should. And underrating. I think underrating, probably more commonly, I think it's the verb to underrate. Undervaluation talks about cash. Yeah, well, to undervalue as well, very, very definitely. So, we've got underestimate from SSV, from Blood, from Rupa, from Vitali, from Ronan, from Jack, from Reynard, from Lucy, from Adam, from Eugenie, underestimate. It's a major underestimate. Yeah, it's far too small. And our next one's easy as well. Although I think there's probably a second one that would work as well. A tithe barn. A barn built to hold the tithes paid in kind. That's brilliant. Yeah, the tithe barns normally belong to the church. Not anymore though. Underestimation for Tinu. Underestimate, estimate, verb. An underestimate, noun. This is an underestimate, where I underestimate something. So an estimate, to estimate. Estimate is the noun. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I seem to have got out of sync a little bit here. Okay, so Canadian census data from 2016. Colours, sketches, shades, paints a similar picture, though estimates don't count children older than 14. So we've got paints for SSV, for Lucy, for Vitali, for Lionheart. Depicts a similar picture. Yes, it definitely would work, SSV. To underestimate one's abilities, yeah, or to overestimate one's abilities. Paints for Blood, for Reynard, for Rupa. Paints for Tinu, for Adam, for Ronan. Paints for Tatiana as well. Okay, I think so. To me, paints is the best word. However, you could probably use the word sketches. You sketch a picture, I guess, but paints is much better. Yeah. Colours a picture, put colours in it. No. Shades a picture. Shade gives you depth and volume. No, it paints a picture. That's definitely the best answer. Okay. Yeah. Colour me impressed. Okay, and as stepfamilies increasingly enlarge, proliferate, broaden, bloom, there are signs negative stereotypes around stepmothers are being disrupted. Okay, so as stepfamilies increasingly enlarge, proliferate, broaden, bloom, there are signs negative stereotypes around stepmothers are being disrupted. And here we go. We're going to get another landslide, aren't we? Okay, so let's see. We've got proliferate for Vitali, for Blood, for Renyard, for Adam, for SSV, for Rupa, for Ronan, and for Lionheart as well. Let's see, if stepfamilies enlarge, the number of people in the stepfamily gets bigger. They broaden. I think if they broaden, they probably include more and more different people in that stepfamily. Bloom has an idea of do well. Yeah, they're doing very well. It's a great word to think of, to proliferate. Yeah. The number of something proliferates. So proliferate for Ronan as well. Okay, it definitely proliferates. Okay, so they increasingly proliferate. It's saying they're becoming more and more common. Yeah? Yeah, this type of business is proliferating in our city. Yeah? It's becoming more and more and more common. So, Barban. Great to have you, Barban. Or Babin. I think probably I'm going to go for Barban, but it could be Babin as well. Prolific. He's a prolific playwright. Ha, yes. I'm a prolific producer of videos. So, I think there is no question that real, tangible stain, stigma, scandal, blotches, stigmata, tarnish about stepfamilies has been decreasing, in large part because they're so common, says Jensen. A prolific blogger. Thank you, Tatiana. Okay. So, I think there's no question that real, tangible stain, stigma, scandal, blotches, stigmata, tarnish about stepfamilies has been decreasing. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's see. What? Tarnish. To tarnish somebody's reputation. If something is shiny and this shine goes, that's to tarnish, to make dirty. Particularly to tarnish somebody's reputation. If you've got a surface that is very shiny, I'm thinking particularly a piece of silver or a car. It's got a beautiful surface, but if you don't keep polishing it, it tarnishes, it goes. A tangible stigma. Yeah, it's hard to grasp what a tangible stigma is, I think. It's just a stigma. Let's see, Rainyard. I think a tangible stigma is a stigmata, where you have wounds on your hands. This is a religious one. Yeah? Let's see, stigmata. Let's see, stigmata. they crucified Jesus in the Christian religion, and stigmata are wounds that appear in somebody's hands. As Renyard said, that they appear to mean that you are like Jesus. Okay, so I'm totally out of it here. Okay, so stigma for SSV, for Lucy, for Rupa, for Adam, for Vitali, for Renyard, for Lionheart, for Blood, for Ronan. Stigma. So, let's see, Jack. Stigmata is religious, whereas stigma you can use anywhere. Stigma is like something, a dirty sign, or something that people don't think that you are bad. So, I'm trying to think of something that's a stigma. Let's see, if you have certain diseases carry a stigma with them. Okay. It's the plural form of stigma. Okay, yes it is. But notice this. Okay, so, wait a second. We've got tangible stigmata from Baba. The stigma of being crippled, for example. Yes. Or maybe nowadays they're trying to remove the stigma from being gay, or from various things like this. Oh, I like that, Vitali. Okay. Underestimate, the noun, and underestimate, the diphthong. Hi, Manji, lovely to have you. Padre Pio had stigmata appear on him. So stigmata are like physical wounds, yeah? Okay. And where are we? Marks left on the body of Jesus. Stigmata, exactly. Okay, so stigmatized, to stigmatized. But to stigmatize is like to mark somebody. So the answer here is stigma. Great to have you, Funda. Lovely to see you. It's lovely to see both Funda and Manjira here. So, welcome both of you. So, let's try another one. So, modern media also tells more blended, digressed, variable, varied variety tales of stepmothers now. From the nuanced 1998 film Stepmom to the relaxed, happy relationship Gloria has with her two similarly aged stepchildren in the television series Modern Family. It's great to have you, Baban. Okay, so we've got varied for Blood, for Vitali, for SSV, for Rupa, for Lucy, for Lionheart, for Manji, for Jack as well. Varied for Adam as well. So tells a bigger variety of tales. More variable tales. I guess, well, more varied. Varied fits much more nicely. More digress. To digress is to go off the subject. Okay, we've got varied for Manji, for Jack, for Adam, for Baban, for Renyard. Variegated. I love variegated, Lucy. Variegated's various colours. More various tales. More varied tales, Adam. More blended. Blended is where you mix two things together. Maybe a blended coffee or a blended whiskey. It's great to have you, by the way, Shrini. Yeah, I've not seen you before. Varied for Ronan. Miscellaneous, that's a good word, Adam. More versatile. Not with the meaning, because something that's versatile fits in different places. A person that's versatile can do various different things. Varied for Patricia. Welcome. Lovely to have you, P. More varied. A bigger variety. To digress is to go off at a tangent. Blended. You blend one thing with another. I suppose blended would work as well. Tells more blended tales. Better mix. It could be. More variable tales. Motley. I like motley, Lucy, as well. So tells more varied tales. Motley crew. I love it. And let's try the next one as well. And this will be the last one, because it sort of goes with this. And the affectionate support a pregnant Juno receives from her stepmother in the synonymous, pseudonymous, antonymous, eponymous film, 2007 film. Okay, that's good. I like that a lot, Blood. Variable tales would mean that the story within the tales is not constant, rather than having different tales. Thank you very much, Blood. That's a very nice distinction. Yeah, it's variable. We talk about the consistency within it. Diverse for the previous one as well, from Lucy. Okay, Jack, of the same name, having the same name, carrying exactly the same name. Okay, so here we go with some good answers to this. So we've got eponymous for Vitali, for Manji, for Jack, for Renyard, for Rupa, for Baba, for Barban, for Ronan, for SSV, for Lionheart. You're all at sea here. Eponymous. Okay, eponymous means it's got the same name. So the film is called Juno, and the character is called Juno. So, yeah, eponymous. Eponymous by Patricia as well. Okay, so eponymous means carries the same name. Yeah? So if a film it has the eponymous name, it's got the same name as the character. Yeah? And that's the idea of eponymous. And that's the idea. Synonymous means two words that mean the same thing. Pseudonymous, a pseudonym. For example, I Swear English is a pseudonym. Antonymous is talking about the opposite meaning, or a meaning of the opposite. Yeah? But eponymous, of the same name. Okay. So, Hoover is an eponym, having the same name as the manufacturer. Have a look at the Hoover building in London. It's a beautiful 1920s, 1930s building. The Hoover building in East London. No, in West London, sorry. To be named after a personal group. Absolutely, Lionheart. Calvin Klein is an eponymous company. Very good indeed. So, Barban, scathing. Very, very, very critical. He gave scathing criticism, cutting, very strong criticism, and vitriolic, with vitriol, with hatred. So a scathing and vitriolic criticism. Vitriol burns. So if somebody is vitriolic, they're very angry. They describe in very strong, harsh words something. So I need to put eponymous here. eponymous. Eponymous. So, thank you all for coming. Let's see. Next stream on Thursday. It's going to be the 27th of April at 4 p.m. UK time. And Guillotine as well. Yep, Mr. Guillotine. There are lots of them. So, thank you for coming. To Scathe, yes. At least you're here now, Patricia. Come whenever you can. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Renyard. Thank you, Manisco. Thank you, SSV and Ronan. And thank you, Adam. And thank you to Vitali. And thank you, Lionheart. And thank you to Renyard. And who else do I need to thank? Thank you, Bhavan. It's great to have you. And thank you, Patricia and Adam. And Rupa and Jack. And thank you, Manji. Thank you, Blood. Thank you, Lucy. There are more people yet that I haven't. Thank you, Shrini. Thank you, Tatiana. And thank you, Funda, as well. Been lovely to have you. And thank you, Manji. It's great to see you here as well. So, thank you to all of you for coming, and I hope to see you all on Thursday. It's Guillotine Day. It's my pleasure. Thank you, Rupa. Thank you all.